guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I hope you guys are doing well today. So I am going to be trying out a new, well, not really new setting spray, but new for me because I'm trying it out. But I'm going to be trying out the viral setting spray, and I'm pretty sure you guys seen this previously. I was flying over TikTok. It is the Kryolan Fixing Spray. This was going viral because when you put an eyeliner, eyeshadow, so forth, and you spray this on, this does not move. So I wanted to try this out and see how it wears throughout the day, if it claims what it's supposed to do, and yeah. So if you guys are interested and see how this wears and all that good stuff, be sure to watch the rest of the video. But before we get started, of course, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Ring that bell so you know if I when I do upload a new video. And don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you like these makeup reviews lately. And don't forget to follow me on my Instagram handle right here. And let's get started with the video. Okay, so like I said, I am going to be reviewing this setting spray right here. This is the Kryolan Fixing Setting Spray, and this is what the can looks like. And you know, it's your aerosol spray can. And this was flying all over TikTok and social media at one point because when you put on eyeshadow, eyeliner, and so forth, and then they sprayed it on and then they, you know, rubbed, nothing came off. So I was very like, I think this was sold out for a while. I think that was why I didn't get it. So I got the dupe of it, and that was the Melanie Mills. I still have it. It's still in the same component, the aerosol spray can. But when I did rub it, you know, some did come off. So I don't know if maybe I'm just doing it too hard and it's coming off. But when I saw the video, you know, they were doing the same thing. They were like going at it and nothing budged. But when I did, you know, you could see some smudging. So now I want to try the actual setting spray itself. Before we actually, you know, get started with the nitty-gritty details, I kind of wanted to see this in action. So I'm going to use a cream liquid eyeshadow at the back of my hand here, and let's see, what else can I use? A little bit of concealer here. I'm going with my favorite concealer. This is the Maybelline Superstay Activewear. Love it. And you know, blend this out too. What else can I use here? Oh, some liquid lipstick and maybe one eyeshadow just to see how it's like on its own. And I'm gonna use a darker color just so we can see it a lot better. I'm gonna go with like a burgundy, a reddish one. So it's this one right here. I'm gonna go in my pinky, and then hopefully you guys can see that right there. Right, so I'm gonna blend this out a little bit more. So I have a liquid eyeshadow, concealer, liquid lip, and just a regular powder eyeshadow, and see how this wears, or I see how it is. So of course, give it a good shake, and then we're gonna spray this. So it says to do an even thin layer. So hopefully that's enough. So I'm gonna let that dry. So in the meantime, as this is drying, so I did get the smaller version. This is the 75 milliliter one, or 2.5 fluid ounces, and I got this for like almost pretty much like $20. I got this at the Face Station in downtown Toronto. There are a few distributors that you can find online or other locations in downtown Toronto or wherever in the GTA. They did have the larger can, but I didn't want to buy the larger can in case like it didn't work, I didn't like it. But I did get this for 20 bucks. So what this is supposed to do is be like a protective film, a preparation for makeup, and obviously as any other setting spray, it's supposed to help prolong the use of makeup, but for this is also any special effects. So obviously this is supposed to be smudge proof, rub proof, and it's supposed to withstand any like extreme harsh conditions. So that's why when you saw everyone going this, it's supposed to be smudge and rub proof. I believe it's dry now. It's been a few minutes. So initially, you know, going through this, and I'm doing it very lightly too. So lightly, you know what? Nothing's budged. Nothing's on my fingers. Yeah, so lightly touching it, nothing's happening. So let's go a little bit harder. You know, a bit of the sparkle came off. So, I mean, a little bit came off, but it's mainly the sparkle. I don't think the camera could pick it up. But it's a bit of the sparkle, but more or less, pretty stuck on there. Even the liquid lip, that's pretty stuck on. That's actually quite impressive because the Melanie Mills one did not deliver that at all. Not whatsoever. So I'm actually quite impressed with this so far. And I'm using my micellar water to try and take this off. So, I mean, it's taking a while for it to budge. But it did say you can use soap and water to take off, take it off apparently. As of right now, I've actually had this on for a few hours. So right now it is like 5 o'clock. So I had this on for about 7 hours now. And, you know, I did my usual face, and this is like that test you guys just saw. I know I should have done that beforehand, but I was actually busy getting ready, so I didn't get a chance to do that. So I'm actually quite impressed that nothing budged. Okay, but right now we're gonna take a closer look what my face looks like after a 7-hour day. I'm still gonna be out and about. Most likely it'll be just over 12 hours. And you know what, there's certain aspects of this where I'm just like, but we're gonna take a closer look just so you guys know what I'm talking about. So for today's foundation, I used the YSL All Hours and, you know, my usual primers. I didn't use the Kryolan primer because I wanted to see what it looks like, how it will work with my regular makeup. Everything still looks pretty good for the most part. However, I've noticed that, like, you know, on the sides of my nose, you know, it's kind of breaking apart a little bit there. I'm just guessing that when I was spraying the setting spray on, that it probably didn't reach like the corner of my nose there. The spray is so fine. I feel like it didn't reach every part of my face, and I feel like, you know, that's the case around here and on either side of my nose. Like, it, all the surface level, it reached there, but when it came to like the crevices around it did not reach it too well. It's kind of breaking apart because when I use my other setting sprays, that set just fine. I have no cracking, everything still looks good, but in this case, you know, there's a bit of cracking around here. It's breaking apart a little bit. So yeah, I mean, initial looks wise, it still looks pretty good. I'm just a little bit glowy. I mean, not as much, and it didn't advertise it to be a mattifying setting spray either. But my makeup is holding up quite well for the most part, other than this. But I can't really fault the setting spray, maybe because it probably didn't really get to reach around this area of my nose compared to the rest of my face. Again, for the most part, you know, for a 7-hour day, not that bad. So we'll see how it looks after the next several hours. It'll most likely be a 12-hour, if not more, day. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little bit more breakage around the nose area. I'm not sure how it's going to be like around the rest of my face, but I'm predicting that maybe a little bit more breakage around the crevices of my nose so far. So anyways, I am going to switch my clothes, get changed, and I'll see you guys in the next several hours. Alright, you guys, so I am home right now. It has been a 12-hour day. Just so you got just a little over 12 hours now. So you can see it is 10:27, and yeah, so it's been a long day. And so, well, I can't even think right now. So I'm gonna scoot you guys in closer to see what's going on, because I look a little bit more glowy. But let's see if anything has moved, broke, and so forth. All right, welcome back to my face. I look a lot more glowy than I normally do. So just to emphasize that this does not advertise as a mattifying setting spray, just so you guys know. I do have a mattifying setting spray, and it's the Milk Makeup one. That keeps me matte, pretty much matte, soft matte, but relatively matte throughout the day. This does not advertise as that, so I can't really deduct points for me being this glowy right now, because it does not advertise as that. It says that it will keep the makeup in place, and it is smudge proof and rub proof, but it is not a mattifying setting spray. So taking a closer look at my forehead, other than being, you know, quite shiny, and you guys can see me taking this shine away, you know what, my makeup, it's pretty like in place. Like, nothing has moved at all. Forehead wise, great. Oil wise, you guys saw earlier when I just pat down for a bit, there was quite a bit of shine. My pores, oh yes, this is a lot of shine right here. So the nose area, a lot of shine. Around here, a lot of shine. And I don't normally get this shiny with this foundation either. So I find it very interesting that I'm actually quite like this oily, especially around like my nose area. You know, my smile line doesn't look half bad. it looks a little bit more noticeable, but still not as bad. But you know what? Not much makeup has broken apart from the last check-in. You can kind of see it breaking a bit, especially like a little bit higher up the nose. But you know what? For the most part, it stayed in place. So I will give the points there that it does say that's what it's supposed to do. It stayed in place, nothing has budged. So just a few moments ago, as you guys saw, I was looking quite shiny, and just after like a few pats or like some oil blotting papers, if you guys have, like just take that shine away, you look good as new. I don't normally like blot my face or pat and take the oils away really, because usually throughout the day the oil isn't really that bad. Like it's really controlled. So with this product, it doesn't really control the oil too much. Compared to my other setting sprays, they control the oil quite a bit. This does not. However, it did keep my makeup in place though, and it looks so good. Everything is locked in place. Nothing has budged. Again, other than the crevices on my nose, but we all know potentially why that is. But everything else stayed in place, and it did just that. I do prefer this more than the Melanie Mills one, because that did not do anything for my face whatsoever. And even when I did the test and when I did the review for it originally, you know, all the products were budging, it smudged, and yeah, I did not like that. So in summary, I am quite impressed with this. I probably wouldn't wear this much during like summer. Spring, fall, maybe winter, I will lean with this a little bit more, just because the amount of oil production that I produce during the summertime, because you know it's warmer, right? So during the warmer months, I will probably avoid this and use a different setting spray just to control my oil production a lot more. This is great to hold off my makeup, but in terms of controlling that oil production, not so much. So there is some pros and cons to it, but it depends on your skin type. So if you have a drier skin type, this will probably work out with you like throughout the whole entire year maybe. But if you are oily or even combo skin, there's a good chance that like you will experience that oil like I did after a 12-hour wear. So just keep that in mind. So anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I need to take all this off now, get changed, get to bed. I am exhausted. I am totally tired. So that is it for today's video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!